So can anyone tell me the three main things that I want you to get into a warm-up in the morning? Anyone? Breath, really, really important. So something to do with the breath. Even if you spend 2 minutes warming up with your children, these are the most important things to do. A bit of work on the breath. What's another one? Loosening the muscles. So a physical warm-up, some sort of physical that includes the whole body, releasing here, trying to get movement around this area. And the third thing, get the mix good. That could go in the physical one. So breath, physical, including excitement. The third thing is have a smile again. That comes in the physical. So the third thing is vocalization. So we want to just start with the vocal cords coming together gently to a nice, so that we start making sure the cords are carefully and gently coming together. So just a little bit of those three things. Hello me, would be really good. The first one was breath, the second one is, or in any order, I usually like to start with physical to kind of get the body going, and the third thing is vocalization. So it doesn't matter if you spend a minute or two doing those things, but just try and get in one or the other. Right, so once everyone's done with the tea, if you're happy, just pop it down, because we're going to do a little bit of the physical. Cool. So just a nice little gentle shake this morning, and I think we're all tired. I don't know about you, but I am. And your shoulders. Make sure you're rolling your shoulders. Good. And just roll your neck around very gently. And stretch your arms forward so your back opens up. And breathe into your back. And then the other way. And you can go forwards with it if you like.
Let go of your neck, give it a little shake.
And then stretch up. And to the side. And to the other side. Right to the ceiling. Along your tiptoes. And then shake it. Good. And then try and find nice bit of posture. And see if you can imagine you've got a little string here and you're going to lift it up to the ceiling. You're going to make yourself feel nice and tall and nice and wide. And then we're just going to do a little wiggle with that feeling of tall and wide. So we've got a nice posture that's also very free. That's it. Good. And just start getting the breath going. So go for me. Good. Give me a big face. And a small face. And a big face. And a small face. Samantha likes my small face. And a big face. And a small face. Good.
You do it so cutely.
Wiggle your fingers in your arms. And whilst you're doing this, just see if you can access this low breath. So see if you can get the tummy to release as you're doing this. Good. Good. See if we can really make the movement from here, not from the chest. So keeping this a really nice, strong structure. Good. This one doesn't really move too much. I hope you can see that. But this moves. Good. It's a bit like feeling like you're a dog going in the heat, going like you're a dog trying to cool down. Have a go at that. Good. Good. So you keep going whilst I'm doing mine, and you clock what the next one is. Good. Nice. Excellent. So let's try and get a little bit of vocal ease going this morning. So just go for me. Let's loosen up this jaw. So just give it a little rub inside here. Good. And then like one of those things that you go like this and it goes. Good. Feeling these side muscles activating this morning. Good. Good, so quite low in your range. Good, if your children are uncomfortable doing this, get them to go fluff your cheeks. Good, and this makes sure the right amount of air is coming across the core, so it's not straining them at all. Good. Good. Quite low. Good. Feel the resonance in your chest. Feel that nice buzz there. Good. And if you're very tired and your voice is feeling very tired early in the morning, it's nice to start with these nice low, gentle things. Just help the voice to warm up. So I don't know if does anyone take a morning session with your children, or is it all afternoon and evening? Afternoon, perfect. Because by then the voice is already warmed up once we're speaking all day, so it's a bit easier. But for your own cells, it's good to know that to start low is often a useful way. Good. Would somebody like to carry on the warm-up with anything you like? A bit of physical, a bit of breath work, or a little bit of vocalization? Anything you like. Who would like to have a go?
I can.
Brilliant. Excellent. Cool.
Okay, what we can do is, we'll learn a new breathing exercise today. Okay, so in this exercise what you have to do is, inhale for 2 counts. We all know the rule of inhaling. The tummy comes out when you're breathing in, and it goes in when you're breathing out. So we inhale for 2 counts, 1, 2, and then we release on a hiss. So it goes. As long as you can. Okay. Then the other thing that we can try is again inhale and then release on the short hisses. So it goes like this.
Is that for you exhaust your breath? Isn't that for you exhaust your breath?
Yeah. So see, these exercises basically work to make your diaphragm very strong. So as long as you can do it, say maybe 100, 200, 150, so you start slowly, say with 50, 60, 70, and gradually you can increase it to 100, 120, 150, 200. So all this, these kind of exercises, they help add power in your voice when you sing, the throw and all, because your diaphragm is strong. Okay. Now we can do some vocal warm-ups like the tongue drills and the lip drills.
Can I add to what Rahul just said, which is absolutely brilliant? It makes it strong, but it also makes it flexible. So we have this feeling, it's a big plate. We know about the diaphragm being a big sort of plate of muscle around here underneath the rib cage. Yes, and like a tie but filled in. So it's complete. It's more like a plate, like a dinner plate. And so we want it to both be strong but also flexible so that it can release. So when I talk about this release, for me it feels like a cannon drops in my stomach and my tummy goes out this way. Okay, so I feel this, and what happens is this plate drops down. So we want it to be nice and flexible so it's bouncy. Okay, so that it will always release for us as well as be nice and strong so that we can really feel that power in our voices.
Yeah. So now we do the tongue drills. So in the tongue drills, what we do is we go to the lowest of our range to the highest of our range, and then come back again to the lowest of our range. So I'll just show you how it's done once. It goes like this. Everybody try. Yeah, very good. Now you can do it with the har. The same thing. Now you can do the lip trills with the same thing. So it goes. So you can do it, say, twice, all these things twice. Then another thing that you can add is a silent sound, which is really good for the vocal cords because you touch your lower register to the higher register, you then come back again, you stay for some time in the middle register. Okay, so it goes like this. Yeah. Okay, the higher you go, you have to reach your head voice. Okay. So you stay on your chest voice for some time, and then as high as you go, then take your head voice. So there's a transition in between. So it goes. Now I'm on my head voice. Yeah, try it. Now we can try this thing. This is called a witch laugh. The way a witch laughs. Okay, this is something which is really, really good for your vocal cords because you start on a lower register and then you try and go as high as you can. So you say hee hee hee, hee hee hee, and then hee hee hee, hee hee hee, hee hee Super. Now what we do is, again with the lip trills or the tongue trills, whichever you all are comfortable with, we do these are the very simple exercises which I think all of you know. Now we normally do an exercise which goes like la 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 la. Now we can add some fun in these exercises when we are teaching this to the kids so that they enjoy, because the kids normally they like to imitate the animals. Okay. So what you can do is you can have a duck sound in these exercises. Yeah, like quack 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 quack. It gives the same effect. Okay.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
It's a very, very brilliant warm-up thing because it actually gets the vocal cords into a very good place. So it's what we call twang in classical, well, actually in the sort of more pop side of things in Britain. But it's very, very good, and yes, it's brilliant that you've done that because I should have included that in my warm-up. A good twangy warm-up is excellent. Yeah. Cool.
So you can add a quack, you can add a moo, and you can add a wow. Wow, 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 wow. So let's start with a quack. 1, 2, 3, sing.
Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack.
Just add a little whiny sound in that. We don't want it to sound good, okay? Yeah. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Moo, 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 moo. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, there's one more thing which I would like to share. After the exercises and the warm-ups, and when you finish your session, there's something which is very important, which is the cooling down. So once you finish your session, you can have some cooling down exercises which are like really good for the voice. So it's like very simple, very similar to these only.
How brilliant Rahul's, I mean, your warm-ups are fantastic, that goes without saying, but your posture is so good. So when you're talking to us, it feels like you're very much in charge. You can see the way he's standing, sorry to embarrass you, but it's very, authoritative, so we feel like we're going to do what you say. And I think we can all learn from that actually that really excellent posture really helps when you're going to be teaching people, and you're very, very clear, so I think we can all learn from that. Thank you. Do something with us, a little bit physical, or anything else? Anybody else want to have a little go?
I can
Yeah.
physical.
Great, super.
Okay, so my kids in my choir, when they come in, they're very, closed in. So I really need to get them to expand out. So we start with stretch. Can everyone stretch as far as wide as you can? Stretch and freeze. Stretch. Freeze. Stretch. Freeze. Stretch. Freeze. Stretch. Freeze. Everybody hands in. And we're going to turn it around. And we're going to move our heads around slowly. And we're going to move our feet. And the other leg. And the body. Let's just pretend that we're all being blown about by the wind. Stretch. Breathe. Stretch. Breathe. Okay, very good. So another thing that I do with my kids is they're of this age where they're very fond of superheroes. So they really like to do this superhero exercise when I start off. So just follow me on this. Superman. Superman, say it with me. Superman.
Superman.
Batman.
Batman.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And we need one Indian one also. Shaktiman.
Shaktiman.
Okay, again. Superman.
Superman.
Batman.
Batman.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Shaktiman.
Shaktiman.
Okay, so this is really as far as I go with just this
Brilliant.
exercises.
Fantastic. Thank you. That's excellent.
One thing, you know the exercise that you did with the so one visualization that I use that the kids really get excited about is like a rocket launch. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. Yes. And actually similar. You could do fireworks with them. So
Yeah.
like that gets them into the head voice in a kind of firework way. So yeah, same sort of idea.
And I also take them on a roller coaster ride. Like I draw these loops.
Yeah.
And then they go,
Brilliant. Yeah. Excellent. Has anyone else got anything else they'd like to share with us? A game that they play, warm-ups, anything that you'd like to share? Because it's really helpful. It's really nice for us all to see the different ways everyone warms up and have a toolkit of things that we do. Anyone else? Sam? Yeah, brilliant. Take up the camera, please.
So, my kids can be a little overexcited at times. I have a very enthusiastic batch of kids.
Great.
So, getting them to sit down and pay attention to what's happening, because they're like, okay, let's start singing. And they're a little, it takes a while to get them together. So I played this attention game with them, in which when I say sit, they have to stand. And when I say stand, they have to sit. So can we just give it a go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I tell them that, okay, the game's beginning now, and then when I say it's over, then everyone responds to the instruction that's given. So everyone sit down. Okay. Everyone stand up.
Well, I didn't.
This is the opposite
of Samantha says.
No, we're supposed to stand.
Oh.
I told you to sit. So then I start calling out names, because now I'm familiar with most of the children. So Ali, will you please stand up?
No way. No way.
Okay, Ali, sit down. Okay, Joe, please stand. Alicia, stand. Okay, everyone sit. Everyone stand up. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand. Stand. Sit. Sit. Stand. Sit. Okay,
Brilliant.
So that's one thing, and the other thing, when everyone starts making a lot of noise, or somebody comes into class and they get a bit distracted, I use a clap, and everyone has to follow me.
Mhm.
So it's like I do this, and then everyone says. So it takes about like all of 30 seconds to get everyone's attention back in that process. Instead of saying, hey everybody, sit down, settle down.
Perfect. Another way you could do a variation on the same theme is woo, and they have to go woo, 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 wee, 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 wee. Very high sound or clapping, because it rides above everything else. You can kind of get people's attention back.
A lot of times my classes are quite large, and the school itself, it's very noisy. So.
Okay.
Having to do that would take me a whole lot longer than getting this.
Sure.
But once I get this done, then it's a whole lot easier to do that.
Sure. So you use whatever works best in your scenarios, in your schools.
I have another trick that I use specifically.
Yeah.
Everybody know the song "My Body Lies Over the Ocean"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I taught them the song, and they had to sing it standing. And every time you come across a word which starts with B, you have to sit. And if you're sitting, you have to stand. Okay. So my bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my bonnie to me.
Very good, yeah. Great, that's really good. That's good fun. Cool. So you can see that you can build up a repertoire of things from which you can do a warm up. You don't want to be doing, as we said yesterday, the whole session by any means on these sorts of things. Really make sure that you pick and choose it beforehand. Decide what you're going to do. Have a plan for your lesson. So you're going to turn up at 11 o'clock, and your warm up's going to go till 10 past 11. Okay, and so you're going to do some number one. What are you going to do? Breathe some breathing. You're going to do some physical, and you're going to do some vocalization. Exactly. So you're going to spend 5 or 10 minutes doing those sorts of things, and maybe a little game at the end, maybe just one game to get them in the mood, depending on their mood. So whether or not they need calming down or exciting. Okay, you'll choose a particular game. So you maybe take 2 in your toolkit in your brain when you go to a rehearsal, so that you can judge the mood of the room and what's needed. And then you'll start on your pieces. Okay. So this morning, Joe is going to do some improvisation with us. And if you're happy, I mean, we can do some more stuff. There's a song we can sing together if that would be useful first, or...
I can start now.
Great.
Yeah.
Super.
Just get into the mic.
Yeah.
Bags.
Perfect.
Also, I haven't yet really introduced Pity. I feel like Pity is basically on board. She is helping us out massively now, constantly alongside Louise. So you will see a lot more of that face every day. So welcome. And Vidika as well. This is Vidika. So, you were there on Wednesday, were you? No. Okay. So Vidika's father, Abhi was there on Wednesday. So here he is.
Hello.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the family. You can join in, by the way, if you're getting a cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm kind of improvising this whole thing. I don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm going to start by doing a bit of warming up that will then go into a couple of songs that I know, and then I thought it might be useful to kind of try and dissect these songs, very simple songs, and see how they work and why they work, so that when we get you doing some group songwriting, there will be some very, very simple techniques that you can use to make sure that a song can happen, even if you're asking kids to write a song, it's possible to do so. So let's start off just copying me, and we'll warm up into the song.
Take thy flight
up above thy sorrows
up above thy sorrows
of this dark night.
of this dark night.
C, C. That's it.
Roughly. Yeah, there is a...
Okay, cool. Think about it.
Yeah. Switch it on.
My poor bird,
My poor bird,
take thy flight
take thy flight
up above thy sorrow
up above thy sorrow
of this dark night.
of this dark night.
So all together.
My poor bird, take thy flight up above the sorrow of this dark night. My poor bird, take thy flight up above the sorrow of this dark night.
Okay, good. Let's divide them into two groups.
Can I ask you, is it
And
up
this is- yeah.
above?
No, it's me not getting no. Up above the sorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah, just going to my voice. Two groups, and just start when I tell you to. You start with me, okay? Ready?
My poor bird, take thy flight, take above thy sorrow of this dark night. My poor bird, take thy flight, take above thy sorrow of this dark night.
Okay, cool. So it's just a really simple little round that has some harmony. You can hear some harmony parts creeping in there. Let's do another one, and then I'm going to start explaining why they work and how we can kind of replicate some of their elements. So this is a bit more of an upbeat song. It's a bit solid than that, so let's try. Okay, so let's just go. Okay, so just all together. Bella mama, hey.
Bella mama, hey.
Bella mama, bella mama, bella mama, bella mama.
Bella mama, bella mama, bella mama, bella mama.
Bella mama, bella mama, hey.
Bella mama, hey.
Bella mama, hey. And
Bella mama, hey.
then this. Bella Mama, eh. And
Bella Mama, eh.
and Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama. Oh, go on, get to the bit.
Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama.
Bella Mama, Bella Mama, eh.
Bella Mama, eh.
Right, so just, yeah, I'm kind of not doing the clicking and the thing, I'm just moving now. So just move as you want to move, and let's put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, eh.
Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, eh. Hand movement so we know exactly where the tune is. So start again and Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, eh. Okay, got it? 2 groups again. And never guess what's going to happen. We're going to get some really nice harmonies. So let's start together and I'll point. You can lead us this way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, 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 eh. Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, eh. Bella Mama, 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 Tiny bit of dynamic variety makes that come to life, and it's so easy, isn't it? It's really easy. Now, who knows if the kids can really do that with so quickly? But it's there's what 3 words there, so it's really simple.
Does
Now,
Bella Mama mean anything?
It's African,
Beautiful mother,
beautiful
Bella
mother.
Mama. Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I just guess it's an African word. Maybe.
Yeah.
So what we've got there is we've got 2 songs which use very simple techniques. They're rounds. We all know what a round is, right? Yeah. And they use thirds a lot. So thirds are the key to getting some good harmony if you're thinking about getting some interest in your songs. Let me just explain why I'm thinking about doing this, or why I'm doing this with you now, is that we're looking to do some songwriting with the kids. Tamara's already done this, and although we're going to get some real experts in to help you out in your sessions, I thought it would be really good if you have some kind of ideas yourselves how to go about making some songs. So let's, for example, see if we can make a song now. Okay, we're going to write a song in 10 minutes. Should we do that?
Yeah.
10 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay, and we're going to start by, what should we do? We need a word. We need some words. So, what's your favourite way of getting to Mumbai from Pune? Do you like it taking a train or do you like?
I've taken only the train till now. It was my first trip from Mumbai to Pune.
Okay, so Alicia likes the train to Bombay. Okay, there are words. Alicia likes the train to Bombay. Can anyone set that to a tune for me?
Bum, 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 bum.
But Alicia likes.
the train to Mumbai.
Alicia likes the
train to Mumbai.
Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Alicia likes the train. Okay. Train to Alicia likes the
Train to Mumbai. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai.
Alicia likes the
train to Mumbai.
Alicia likes the
train to Mumbai.
Okay, cool. That's nice. So what we've got there, that's already sounded very nice with the thirds. Now that's great, but we need a bit more. We can't just have the same thing going over and over again. But what we can do is if we split into two groups, we can set off, we can do the round already and just hang on that Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Hold that note as the other group starts, and we've automatically doubled the length of that verse. So should we try that? So you guys start on my clip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. 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 Okay, cool. Brilliant. And now we had the thirds coming in earlier. That's our second half of the verse. Okay? And this, yeah, let's just try that. So you just say, just copy us. So the next part of the verse will be Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Okay, let's try that together. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Excellent. Okay, so let's put that together. Start with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Somewhere else. We could repeat, but let's take it a step further and where should we go with it?
She gets on a spoon and goes chirp, chirp, chirp.
She gets on what?
She gets on a spoon and goes chirp.
Okay.
Chirp.
She gets on a spoon and goes chirp, chirp, chirp. Okay, so again, she gets on a spoon and goes chirp, chirp, chirp. Okay, another bit. We need something else after that. We need one more section before we repeat the initial. It could be a repeat of exactly the same thing, but on a different note. Or it could just be a word. It could be more like, or it could be chuk, 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 chuk. Someone give me something.
And comes to Mumbai while reading a book.
Okay, right, let's try that. Put it together. Demonstrate.
She gets on a spoon and goes chuk, chuk, chuk. She comes to Mumbai while reading a book. Okay.
Can I just suggest let's just do one note on that whole setting of words. So she comes to Mumbai
while reading a book.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Well, stick on one note. That'll make harmonising a bit easier and learning a bit easier. So let's do the whole bit about coming with a chuk 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 chuk. So from Pune, 2, 3, 4.
She comes to Mumbai.
She gets on a spoon and goes chuk, chuk, chuk. She comes to Mumbai. She comes to Mumbai.
She comes to Mumbai
while reading a book. And then back to the beginning, which was.
Should I make that first one also on one note? Or?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Can you remind me what the words are again?
She gets on a tuna and goes chuk, chuk, chuk. She comes to Mumbai while reading a book.
Cool.
She gets on.
She gets on and goes chuk, chuk, chuk. She comes to Mumbai while reading a book.
Okay.
Cool, brilliant. And then back to.
Alicia likes the train to Mumbai.
Okay, great. So let's try and string that all together as a group, and then we'll see if we can work out some harmony for those
You're gonna have
last
to
bits.
so
Yeah, I'm getting confused with the words, really. Okay, so let's start at the beginning, all together. Okay, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. She gets on a train and goes choo choo choo.
Okay, let's forget all that second group of words. Let's just be the train and go. Okay, just do that, and then we can have an action or that. Let's do that. That's a train thing, yeah. Like that? Okay, cool. So let's just go from she gets on a moon and goes choo choo choo. Alicia likes the trains to Mumbai. Okay, great. So let's string that all together with 2 groups. And hang on, what about this? You get on a No, that needs to be repeated. The words instead of I think we need to do the same words. She gets on the train and goes chuk chuk chuk. And again. Gets on the train and goes chuk chuk chuk. Yes.
So we have to do that section twice?
Yeah, just do that twice. All she gets on the train. Okay, so we can put it together. 1, good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. She gets on a train and goes choo choo choo. Gets on a train and goes choo choo choo. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai.
Okay, now we're going to split into 2 groups. And
Alicia likes the train to Mumbai. 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 She gets on a train and goes choo choo choo. She gets on a train and goes choo choo choo. Alicia on a train and goes choo choo Mumbai. Alicia likes the train to Mumbai.
Cool. Nice song. Now that's good, but let's also just think about what. No, we don't need any harmony there. That's fine. That's a good song. Right? That's a good song. So the 2 things I think are really important there are overlap. We've got notes hanging on that provide the harmony and the basis for something else to happen, and space. We need some space, and also as we repaired the song, we need to just make sure there isn't too much. Not too many things to try and remember. So let's get rid of some words if need be, and stick on one note if need be.
You could, You could add a bass line that's just like Alicia likes the train, Alicia likes the train, and all that can go through most of it, and like so that you can give a kids a third part even that
somebody can go on singing chuk 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 in parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
You can add little things to it.
Brilliant. Cool. So that's quite common. And actually not, there's a song. There's an absolute song we could then take away and we could do projects with that or whatever. Brilliant. You've got to remember that song. It's quite nice. So well written, folks. Opus number 1. Let's try and do something a bit more free that we're not going to have on camera forever. This can be a bit more improvised. Let's do something with a bit of a riff. And let's do 2 parts, no more than 2 parts again, and a bit more rhythmic maybe this time. So, somebody give me a style, like a kind of a musical style.
Bossa Nova?
Bossa Nova, okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to get... Let's get the bass line first of all. So, let's be the bass line. Now, let's all do this together, because we'll chop and shake. So, is that a bit low? Okay, good. So they can keep on going. Let's also have a change of chords. No, let's get on with that. It'd be nice. That's all very well. Let's do this. Let's have one chord song. That's fine. I mean, plenty of songs are done on one chord. So let's also think of a tune and go over the top of that. Anyone got a tune? Why don't we sing the bass line and go round to see if anyone can come up with a nice tune. So 2, 3, 4. Just do like one phrase.
Just one phrase.
You keep on going with that. It's probably camera. I'll stop it. Okay, so let's change this. Swap it around so you get a chance to sing that. Dum 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 dum. Good. Okay. Let's do that exact phrase up a third and see what that sounds like. So, no, sorry, down a third. Da 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 start with the lower one and go to the upper one. Okay, so let's so the tune will be la da 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 da. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so you guys do the bass line. Dum 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 da 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 da. Change that. Let's do the first low one twice, and then do the second high one twice as well. Okay, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay, so we've got kind of a nice tune there. We can also split into 2 groups and overlap that in a round. So let's do that again. If you two come with me, and you just stay there. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll tell you when to start. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum 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 Guys, ready for the lower tune? And okay, you start. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. So there's nothing, I mean, that's kind of repeatable, isn't it? We go on forever doing that. But again, thirds really work well, pairing up and taking your time to build up to so repetition and then building up to thirds. Yeah, I don't know if that's kind of useful. I mean, it's a little bit kind of it's going to be an experiment to see what we can do with these kind of things. So I just thought it might be an idea right now to begin this kind of process, just to get kind of a mindset, get into the mindset of writing some stuff. I think that's kind of all I want to do. But yeah, it works. Okay, totally 1%. we've got open one on camera, so that's good news. Cool, brilliant.
Okay, should we have a like 10-15
Yeah.
minute break just for the loo and kind of, yeah, because we've been going for about an hour and a bit.
Cool, brilliant.
Water, exactly. Water. Nice, actually.
Cool. Opus 1.